recording.
Nice. Welcome.
Finally.
We got this together. Yay. I'm glad. This is the 505 podcast with Joe and Angel.
Yeah.
Wow, babe. Come on. So basically.
Yay! Yay!
So basically, it's we're just testing out something. Angel and I have been married for a year now, and we are in quarantine, so we have like a lot of days together.
Yes. We've had 20 days together?
22 days.
22 days?
Yes.
How often did we get that when I was working?
When you were
when you were working from home and I was working outside of the home.
We would be lucky if we could get like 3 days, like 3 consistent days.
Like it would be like an actual work schedule where I had 2 days off, and that would be the time that we see each other for like the whole time.
Yeah, the whole
I mean,
week.
yeah, I come home from work and we'll see each other, but then it's like, yeah, like
Yay.
you go to sleep and I'm still a little bit wired.
Yeah.
And
But now it's like ever since this what is this? Is a pandemic, quarantine, lockdown,
madness.
Yeah, ever since this madness started, like we've just been together, hunkered down here for the last 20 days.
20 days.
It's been nice.
It's been great. I have no regrets. I keep hearing of a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm freaking out here. I'm bored out of my mind." I'm like, I'm doing just fine.
You needed this break though.
I did need this break. I mean, yes. Listen, I miss work. Sure, no, I don't miss work. I miss my career.
You don't miss your job.
I miss continuing my career. I don't miss my job. Why? Well, it's a job. Why?
I don't know.
You know, but I miss the constant practice of my career. Even though I still kind of do it. We're doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the progression and the continuation of my career.
I think it's just interesting that we're working together. This is like the first time we've actually worked together.
It's not true. We were together somewhere else.
Where?
There was something you were doing. Oh, when you were doing your MFA project.
Let's not go back there. I still have PTSD.
That's all right. I mean, yeah. You learn.
Yeah, but I barely saw you that day, so because I was literally directing and you were.
No, I mean like when you were doing your MFA project, your thesis. Remember when we were going to this guy's place to do the video?
Oh yeah. You were helping with my documentary, which is still a work in progress and has had to be suspended. In case you haven't figured it out, Angel and I both work in production, and the thing is, ever since this madness started, production has ceased, so we're just looking for new avenues. And actually, this is kind of nice because we've been saying that we wanted to do a project together for like the longest time. Everybody.
And we can't seem to figure it out. We always like, what should we do? What should we do? Should do this. It's just there's two different avenues. You have your style. I have my style. Mm-hmm. So it's not. I wouldn't say that it's not the same taste. I would just say more is two different avenues. You have a certain way. You have a certain approach. I have a different way. I have a certain approach.
Mm-hmm.
It's.
But then again, everybody also wants, I do like several podcasts, and everybody that knows, like they know you or they've like heard like one-liners from you, they keep saying like, oh, they want to put you on a podcast, like you should be on the podcast.
Yeah, but my one-liners just come out of left field. I'm not always gonna have a one-liner. It's like when you write for comedy, like you write that 30-minute comedy, and there's only that one joke that's gonna kill in that whole sitcom.
Well, that's a problem if you only have one joke in a sitcom.
No, I mean like the episode.
One joke per episode?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have all right, if you have a bag of 10 episodes, a bag of 10 jokes,
yeah,
you're not gonna put all 10 jokes in the episode, are you?
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know, I'm just saying. Yeah, so we are trying to figure this out. We should have thought of a topic, you know what?
Well, we didn't think of a topic, but whatever. We're talking about it. We've had our Have we had our differences?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even think we've grown to know each other any better than what we know each other, and I dig that.
Yeah, a lot of people are very much like when they see our relationship, they kind of see that we are, first off, we vibe very well together. But that's only because we're pretty much almost the same person. Like we have that level of cynicism, jaded. Um, we'll sit in a cut and analyze the situation and then just look for a solution rather than like commiserate over a problem. And we only commiserate over the problem if everybody else is, but we'll still look for a way to like solve it. Like, why don't we try this? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I, you'll just agree with whatever I say, aren't you?
Yes, that's what I.
That's
What I've learned as a husband.
You've just learned to be like, yes, dear, you're correct.
Yes, dear. Correct, dear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Just put it in the bag.
Yes. Wife goes ooh. How does it? What was the saying that I said? It's like, wife goes ooh, I go click. Here, take my money.
So basically, what happens is that Angel and I, we have this thing that we do where, so we were planning a trip last year, and we did go on a trip. And and you said that you didn't really know which place to pick. You didn't really know, so you just said, "Here, you decide." So I was just looking through like all the lodging spots, the hotels and stuff, and I went ooh, and then you were like, "Okay." She went ooh, so you hit click, and the next thing you know, like your money's gone, and you're just like,
And where did we go to?
We went to Menorca last year.
Menorca. Oh, that was thanks to what's his name?
Albert.
Albert.
Yes.
Yeah, because we were going somewhere else. I think we would have. That would have sucked.
If we went to Ibiza.
I have a feeling that if we would have gone there, that would have sucked so much ass.
Cause we
like not even ass, but like the inside of an asshole. It would have been. It would have sucked the inside of an asshole, and you would have been like, "This is such shit."
I mean, did you feel about that with Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Wait.
Barcelona was alright.
Okay. Because you decided on Barcelona.
Well, we said, all right, let's go to Barcelona first, and then we go to Ibiza. And then we're like, all right, cool.
And then I told Albert about it, and Albert's like, don't go to Ibiza. Go to Menorca.
Yeah, he said go to Menorca, and we were like, all right, let's go. He says he's from Spain, so he should know better.
His dad is from there, so he was...
Oh, he's not from Spain?
He is from Spain, but his dad grew up in Menorca.
Ah, okay.
And he said that he loved it very much, and he's trying to encourage people to go there, so we tested it out, and it turns out it was a beautiful spot.
Yeah, and he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't wrong, and I don't regret it because now we can't even travel.
Well, what sucks was that like I was planning on like saying, all right, we can't travel. I'm not sure about traveling too far this year. So let's just take like short vacations, like 3 or 4 days vacations, and then just go back to work, and then we'll take another one in a few months, like that. And I was planning to go to Chicago, but then
Chicago shut down.
That got shut down.
We wanted to go to New Orleans, and New Orleans shut down.
That was shut down. It was like, well, I guess we're staying in, and then all of a sudden, work just shut down. So I've been with the rest of the community, out of work.
It's like you're not out of work because you're just working from home.
I'm working from home, but like I said, I haven't continued my career.
I know.
Like there's been a bit of a stop to my my career.
Well, all my stuff dried up too. I mean, it's like
everybody's thing dried up too. I think people that are working from, I feel that even people that are working remotely, their thing dried up.
Yeah, because there's not much else to do at some point. There does hit a point in your job where you physically have to like go in or do something.
Yeah.
And which employers are actually like still comping people this many weeks in?
Mm-hmm.
This is depressing as hell.
It's depressing. You know what? You know what's funny? We went out Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And then we had plenty of stuff to do here. We had no need to go out, and then we went out yesterday. And yesterday was like you felt the impact. You were just like, oh my God, like it.
That's true.
We live on a high traffic zone, and it was like, like a ghost town. Like you can see like what's that ball in Western movies?
The
the dust,
tumbleweed.
the tumbleweed. Like I was just waiting for the tumbleweed just to show up out
I
of
was
nowhere.
we looked and we saw that the Korean fruit stand was closed.
Yeah, that even I was surprised about that.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I've never seen a rolling gate. I didn't even know they had rolling gates.
Yeah, no. You know,
I've never seen that.
you know what's funny? I've often wondered.
How did they close?
24-hour places if they had like rolling gates. Now we know.
Yeah, now we know.
Well, here's the funny part. How long did it take to close? Because I'm sure they haven't used that in forever. First of all.
Well, the thing is that we typically don't go outside.
I mean, do they close at like I don't know, like 4 a.m. just to like clean? You know, do they shut down at 4 a.m. just to clean or something? You know, we don't know that because we've never been there. But like we've been there at like 3 a.m. We've been there at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
So maybe at 4 and 5 they clean.
You know, we don't know. But my question is, how long did it take for that gate to close? Considering that.
How long have they been closed?
They
That's
haven't.
Scary.
Yes, that is true.
How long have they been closed? Because like you saw the carts that they usually use the display carts. They used to hold the fruit.
Well, they were there, right?
They were
but
there.
They were empty, of course.
They were empty, but that was sad.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole area just looked like. You know what? I hate to say it, but it reminded me of like middle. What's that place when you start going up north? Like middle something.
Middlebury.
I don't know. Like when you start going like towards Albany area. And then there's these little stops, and then everything just looks dead, and you're like, "What the hell are people doing here? This is just
like one car travels all day."
That's what it reminded me of. Like,
and that one little restaurant on the side, and you're just like, "Wait, how?" And you're wondering to yourself, "How do people get there?" Or
that is just what it reminded me of.
So basically, we're supposed to be uplifting people, but I don't know how to. Like here's the thing: people look to us because we're the most adulty adults. You have a car.
I have a car that I haven't. I've been.
And we're married.
I've been in the past few days. I'm like, I need to go downstairs and turn the car on just to make sure that it's gonna turn on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a new car, but even then, it's a computer.
It's still a computer, and you have to make sure that it's on. Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know. There are things I just find is it taking its toll though? I mean, it's only been 20 days, but.
Well, like when we went out on Saturday when we were just walking around discussing things.
That lady that tried to dump.
Yeah, the lady that was doing the double dutch. My God, that was just.
She had on like the mask and the gloves.
But this is the thing about like this time, right? We've never been through this ever. We've never been through this. I don't know how they did it in the 80s. You know, when they was trying to figure out what was the issue. I don't know if that was if it was the same premise where they were shutting stores down. Was it? I mean,
my mom said that like it was just like people were just scared of each other. That was pretty much it. Like if you notice that somebody lost a little weight, somebody's hair is starting to thin or get super shiny, or they get sores, you know, then you just know. And then you get like last week they're in your living room chatting with you, and then the next day. And this week you get a phone call, you got to go to a funeral. You know, that's what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we're going through this, right?
Something this unique, yeah.
And like, I was, yeah, I'm scared. You're scared. We're all scared because we don't know what's going on. It's not about the fact that you can't be scared. Of course you're scared because you don't quite, even though you see it on the news and you keep reading all the articles and you keep reading the updates and whatnot, you still don't quite know what's going on because you don't know what's going to happen in 10 minutes. You don't know what's going to happen in 2 seconds.
Every time your phone rings, you're like, oh shit, is this
yeah,
the
every
moment?
time your phone rings, you're like, oh, what's the news now? What's the news? And it's like, oh, Julia Roberts is out. Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
Wait, what?
Something about, like, there was something like they were showing, like, I think a friend of mine sent me a text, like, celebrities exposing themselves without makeup all of a sudden. I was like, who gives a fuck? People are dying.
I mean, like, it's a welcome relief at this point.
I don't care about whatever it is. But what I'm getting at is that, like, we've never been through this.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But you start to question the fact that like you're at least for me, from my point of view, is my biggest fear is people's reaction.
Yeah.
Like there's some people that they react normal to this, and there's some people that don't react quite normal to it, and then they overdo it, and everything that they hear on the news is their reaction. You know, they believe anything, and then they themselves take it out of proportion.
Right. Like they go to the extreme with it. Like they were saying, like they've been saying for like the past few weeks. What were they saying? Like, don't buy masks because one, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help.
Yeah, but I still feel.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, and then to save it so that way that so that we can give it to the healthcare workers, and we all were like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. But yet, you still saw people rocking masks, and you're just like, okay, but where and how are you getting these masks? Now they're telling you could put a cloth on, and that's fine. So the thing is, I didn't know where I was going with that. I thought I was going somewhere.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say like now the news is saying that now you should be wearing masks because the governor or the mayor has advised.
Well, the CDC said that it could actually help, and a lot of people are like, well, why didn't they do this? But why didn't they tell us this weeks ago? It's like, do you not understand? I don't understand why people can't understand that. This is one of we've never had this before.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that we were doing before just doesn't work right now.
Yeah, but you still need to breathe.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna prevent you from. It's probably gonna prevent you from getting like maybe 25% of it, but it's not gonna prevent you from the rest. Because the thing is, you still need to breathe.
You still need to breathe, and I'm sorry, but that whole 6-foot thing, I don't believe it, because what if the person in front of you has it, and then you walk into that miasma?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel like.
And it's great. Everybody's taking. What I am surprised though, you have to admit, how people are taking actual precautions. Like there's some people that are just like, yeah, okay, there's a 6-foot rule, which I thought like. Especially here in like
New York.
In New York, I mean, yeah, you have your areas. I'm not gonna say what areas, but then there's the hood areas, the hood areas that we're used to, and I mean, we live in a nice area, and as well is a nice / hood area.
Yeah, we live in a cross section between the hood, a college town, the hood, and
a nice area.
And the beginnings of gentrified.
Yeah, so that I am surprised about, how people are just like, yeah, we need to keep a clear distance, and that's all great. That's all great and everything. So it's good that people are reacting as crazy as they should. But there's always that one person
that has to go like
to the extremist. Like that lady, like she was playing double dutch with us when she was just trying to like it made absolutely no sense. She's like we see her from 60 yards away, and it's like, all right, let's give her some space. But then she starts playing double dutch with us, and it's like, oh, okay.
Do you want to jump in this rope real
I'm
quick?
gonna go to the middle of the street so that I can avoid you. And then she comes back into the sidewalk, and didn't she bump into somebody?
I think so. She did all of that for nothing when she could have just crossed the street. She could have, if she was that afraid, or just stay the hell home. Like I don't appreciate. Look, I understand that everybody's a little worried, but the person that you should be most worried about is not necessarily the person you're trying to avoid.
I gotta adjust my microphone here because it's like.
How professional are you?
Quite professional.
How long have you been in the game?
I've been in the game for 2 seconds. Apparently that's how people get hired, and then you're just like, yeah, I got 10 years, and it's like, yeah, I got 2 seconds. You're hired.
I just walked in. Like, wait, what? Like, I heard you were hiring, huh? Yeah.
So I got all my credentials, 10 years. It's like, no, we want to go with the person that has 2 seconds of experience. Cool.
And then when you have 2 seconds of experience, we want somebody with more experience.
Yeah, we want somebody with like 10 years of experience. You're like, what the?
And it's like, you don't know, at some point you're just like, you know what, you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want.
No.
You don't know. We do know what we want. This is the 505 podcast.
The 505 podcast.
I know.
So anyway,
what's up?
So we had pizza today for the first time.
We had frozen pizza.
Frozen pizza. Wait, have you ever had frozen pizza?
Yeah, as a kid, but it would be like that cheapy frozen pizza where it would be like on a cardboard.
Be honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did that taste like Papa John's?
I've never had Papa John's pizza.
But see, it was better than Papa John's. But
Anything's
it makes you
better than Papa John's.
Well, listen. It's like it was better than Papa John's, but it makes you wonder if Papa John's is just going like, yeah, you know what? Let's just buy this frozen pizza and we'll go from there and we'll make it ours.
That reminds me. So, in my mom's neighborhood, in my mom's old neighborhood, there was like a pizza shop back in the day, and then it closed down.
Oh God.
I know. It was a really good pizza spot too. It was like
wait, is this when we started out?
No. I'm talking about I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and the pizzas were like $1.10 a slice. Oh, it was great. It was great. I loved it.
$1.10 a slice. Who the hell pays $1.10 a slice?
It was 1993.
I paid $1. I paid $1.25. Why $1.10?
I don't know why it was 110. So anyway,
that just sounds weird.
So that pizza spot closed down, and then there was like another one. So the church, the mega church across the street,
okay,
they opened up a pizza spot next to the ice cream parlor.
Oh God.
This is Utica Avenue. So then me and my mom was like, oh yeah, let's go get some pizza. So we go to the pizza spot, and they were like, oh, we'd like a slice of pizza. Oh, you don't have the pizza today. It's like, oh, we forgot to go to the market to get the frozen pizza.
Why didn't they just get the bread? Wait, did they do communion there or no?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, why don't they just get the bread?
It's not Catholics.
I'm just saying.
I
don't know.
Yeah, so they were like, oh, so you go another day. Oh, we don't have the pizza. Why do you have the pizza sign? You might as well pull that. I told them that. I was like, look, if this is going to be, if you're never going to have pizza, don't put the pizza sign up here.
So wait, what were the workers doing?
They were like, oh, we don't have pizza, but we have Jamaican patties.
That's not bad. I mean,
the Jamaican patties from frozen Jamaican patties from the other spot. They weren't even fresh. Nothing in that place was fresh.
I'll tell you what, I don't miss it, but I've had the desire to eat like frozen patty with like the not frozen patty, but the patty from the pizza shop with some cheese on the inside and some coconut bread.
I've been craving.
That thing was slamming. I have not. I don't think I ate that in. I want to say 12 to 15 years. I mean, there's a lot of things that I haven't like. Now that we're in this, that we're in this topic, there's a lot of things that I haven't eaten in like
years.
Eaten.
What? Oh, you're so cute.
It's a lot of things I haven't eaten in like.
It's like big ass teeth. You have big teeth.
You have bigger teeth.
I don't. Your teeth are huge.
So.
I've been saying that.
So.
I like it. It's cute. When we have kids, it'll be cute.
Yeah,
big ass heads and big ass teeth.
Yeah, let's just hope they have my gene of teeth.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right, fine. Well, yeah, because like I'm prone to cavities.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it just saves me $1. So anyway. So.
You're
burgers,
okay.
Like homemade burgers. I have not tasted them in, I want to say 3 years. Right?
Yeah.
Like Mickey D's, Burger King. I have not been there other than to eat fries, order fries
that I bring home.
Yeah, other than to eat fries, maybe 10 years. Maybe 10 years. So I haven't ordered a burger there in like 10 years. And I haven't ordered a burger anywhere else in maybe 10 years. But as of late, we're sitting down and watching TV, and then like a commercial for like Arby's showed up, and you're just like, oh man.
Is this the pandemic doing that?
And they'll show like Mickey D's commercial, and you're just like, oh man, what I would do to eat a burger now.
I know. The restaurants are open. We just won't go by them.
It's just that we gotta go. It's just the problem is the I would say the hassle of it.
Oh, going on to Seamless,
yeah,
picking
no, not Seamless. Just the hassle of uh the whole order. You know, like, okay, we get dressed. Cool. Now we gotta get this. Cool. Now we gotta put gloves on. Now we gotta put a mask on. Now we gotta do this. Now we gotta do that. Are we ready? Yeah. Do you got this hand sanitizer? Oh, let me go get the hand sanitizer. All right, we're good. Okay, we're
Do you
ready
have
to
the
go. Okay,
disinfectant? Okay,
cool.
cool.
All right. So if we need to go somewhere and it's near the area, we can go. But if we gotta get in the car, I have to disinfect the car because
Uh,
I haven't even been to the car. So I have
you
to.
haven't been to the car since they said to not come into work.
Yeah, no.
That
So
was like 3
I
weeks
haven't been to the
ago.
car, so I have to disinfect the car before we go. So I haven't even done that, right? But let's
Yeah.
just say we've gone through this.
Yeah.
So now we have to go. Let's say if we want to go to Luann's, we go to Luann's, which is one of like our favorite restaurant.
Ever. Yeah.
Where we
Shout
had our
out to Luann's Wild Ginger on Smith.
where we had our reception. So all right, so
Yeah.
the whole shebang. We go there, we order, all right, we come back,
Hmm.
but now we gotta disinfect the bags, we gotta disinfect ourselves, we gotta disinfect our shoes, we gotta disinfect the doorknob, we gotta disinfect part of the floor where we stepped on. Like, it's a whole thing, it's a whole process. And
We
it's
have
like,
to bathe in Lysol for 10 minutes.
it's like, oh my god, what is this? What is this? Like, where we yeah,
I
listen,
hate this reality.
we have to get adjusted to it no matter what.
Like, even going downstairs to get the mail has become a whole
Like,
ordeal.
yeah, like now if we receive a package, now we have to like actually open it downstairs and then come back with whatever we need and disinfect that at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
And
like even sometimes when I'm throwing out the trash, like I have to like I'm
disinfect the...
before anything happened, I was there like, okay, I'm done. It took me like 30 seconds. Now it takes me 5 minutes. It's like, this is a whole process. This is a whole process. This is like
so extra.
like
And
5 minutes like in video, 5 minutes just to like edit a video, right?
Takes 5 hours.
That's like 5 seconds, maybe less.
Yeah.
That's 5 minutes in video is like working on 2 seconds of video editing. Just think about that. It may not sound like a lot, but it is. You know, five in like my job is live, right? So we're always on the air live.
Sure.
So I have, if talent is not on their seat, like if you're like I work with 4 talents, and if they're not on their seat by
Who's calling?
your mom.
We're doing a podcast.
All right, so it's just she's gonna have to wait. If they're not on their seat, right, in time, and we're about to go on air in 2 minutes, I have 60 seconds to get 4 cameras
Ready.
shaded like that.
Mhm.
Like I have to color all those cameras in less than 60 seconds. And then after that, we go live, and then I can adjust accordingly because I'm already done. So think about the fact that I have to do, in 60 seconds, I have to shade 4 cameras,
Sure.
right? So I have to shade 4 cameras, and that happens so quick. So now think about the fact that it's a 5 minute process just for me to throw away the garbage.
Which is literally like 5 feet away.
Which, yeah, it's like to throw away the garbage just 5 feet away.
Yeah. There's a whole process. Yeah, it's become so cumbersome to the point. Yeah, it's just cumbersome as hell. Like I said, remember yesterday? So, we're heading into like the warmer months. We're heading into April, May, June, and those are great months because here in New York, people are people are throwing out stuff. They're purging things, spring cleaning, college.
Oh yeah, you mean like what the good stuff that you find like
Yeah.
somebody throws out and they're like, hey, take it. And
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah.
Curb
Which we
alerts.
found some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
Right? Those antique windows that they just happened to throw out. Remember
I
that?
know.
That was if we would have missed that,
We would have
if we
regretted
would have
it.
if we arrived, like, let's just say it, 5 minutes late,
Yeah,
they would have been gone. They would have been gone.
Because I was like, I snatched it up like that, and
They were literally taking it off.
yeah.
Because when I looked at it was on a fire hydrant, right?
Yeah.
They were by a fire hydrant.
Yeah, and I saw it
When I
on
looked-
a group chat in a group that I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like curb alert, and we were literally just like blocks away, and we were just like, yo, turn this.
Yeah, but when we were inspecting,
Yeah,
to make sure that they weren't broken or anything,
yeah,
I just like I
looked
just
up.
lift my head up and they were replacing it.
Yeah.
They were replacing with new windows. I'm like, holy shit! They literally just did this.
Yeah, and it was I was
Um,
actually quite glad that we did that because now it's like a nice little piece in our apartment. I don't what yeah it's a room. One is a room separator and the other one's our headboard. That's what's cool. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we found like the other day, like the coveted milk crate. It was like a
Yeah, I mean
it was a hot it's a hot pink milk crate, which is rare. And I was just like, oh my god, it's perfect. And because remember I was telling you like this milk crate would have been so you were like, well, we already have one. I was like, yeah, but this one would have been great because what we could have done is like when we go out for grocery shopping and stuff, it would be what it would be the holding bin.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like you put all the groceries and whatever you were doing, you put them in the crate, disinfect right then and there, and then you just take it out.
But we can still do that with when we got here.
I know, but
mean,
it's a hot pink milk crate.
Oh,
You know
Lord.
how hard that is to find? You know how hard it is to find a milk crate? Those are highly coveted. They're not highly coveted.
I guess.
When you see a whole stack of them outside of like a CVS or something, they're chained to the damn wall. That's how
You know what I hated?
Hmm.
So milk crates are just milk crates, right?
Mhm.
I hated the little milk crates, the ones that are half and it's just a square. You're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like what?
What do I put on this one?
Oh, I hate. I remember when my father used to have a grocery store, and
Yeah.
like we used to come in with the big milk crates, and I used to love it because it was nice to lift up, and it was good to do some exercise with them. But then like the little one came in, and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with you?
You're going for bulk, not tone.
Yeah, right.
You're going for tone, not bulk. Yeah, so but now we can't even do that right now. We can't even like do the whole fun dumpster dive, summer not a dumpster dive,
Not
but
a dumpster dive, but
curb
just like
alert.
something that'll like it'll be by the fire hydrant and it hasn't even been touched and it's not dirty or
and
anything.
it'd be like, watch, this is gonna because remember how I've been telling you for like the last couple of years, I want one of those those bank tables, the brass
tables.
like remember the old school banks?
Oh yeah.
Like the big table with the glass, the thick glass, and like the brass legs.
Oh, yeah, you're extra.
I
Jesus
know I'm
Christ.
extra, and I want one. Watch, this is gonna be the year. There's gonna be one on the street, and I'm gonna stand there staring at.
As I said that, it says you're extra. The other side of the brain said you married her.
I know we're not talking, Mister. Hey, I found this big ass mirror. Isn't it cool?
Did I hear any complaints?
Exactly.
Because it's hanging on the wall right now.
Yeah, and the Times Square picture.
Oh, but that was by chance.
Yeah,
How I found that.
yeah, but it's still dope. Shirley Chisholm is in our office. You're welcome. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like those creature comforts. Like earlier today, I was watching a few episodes of Living Single, and I'm like, look, and people that don't live in your apartment coming over and hanging out, people going to like a play, all those things, and you're just like, I miss being outside. There are things now. It's like people that are in communal spaces and people visiting each other. It's become such a relic at this point.
Yes.
And we're only 3 weeks into the whole crisis, aren't we?
Oh, we're 3 weeks in, and like 4 months left. I'm not kidding.
Do you think? How long do you think this will go for, dear?
I think
Angel, you're the smart one. How long?
it doesn't take a smart person to see what's going on and say, yeah, this is gonna be a long fucking time. Look how long. Like, I think they started opening like on Wednesday, certain things in China, and actually AMC was gonna start opening in China, and then they shut it down. Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Unpause it. There you go.
See, yes.
So we're back. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So
of course, landlines don't turn off. Landlines never had a power button.
Oh, okay.
Neither do cordless phones. We still have a cordless. In 2020, we still have a cordless phone.
What's a cordless phone?
It's the phone without the cord.
So anyway, going back to what I was saying, like AMC
The
was
movie
supposed to
theater.
have, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
AMC movie theaters in China was scheduled to open in on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
and then they closed back down,
Oh,
so they haven't opened up yet.
is it because there's like a surge of new cases, or they just
I
don't trust
think,
the
yeah,
street?
I think people wearing the, I just think they still fear the fact of just opening things up and uh, just fear people showing up. Um,
Well, look at this guy. This guy was talking about, well, if it's up to the scientists and it's up to the people, we won't open up for 2 years. It's like, well, maybe we need to shut down for 2 years.
oh, that's so sad that if it wasn't because of people that have proven facts that you know
You know,
people would survive, but
all they're trying to do is just protect the world population,
yeah.
from certain death. But, we'll see,
Well,
Well, not certain death,
well,
but
this is here's the problem. I mean, this is not the only problem. There's more than one, but just think about this. My brother, for example, he was stuck in it when all the shit was going down. He was stuck in Italy, and he was trying to figure out how to come home,
Mhm.
and they kept on telling him that he couldn't. And then finally, the moron that's in office right now, says, "Oh yeah, there's a flight ban, there's a travel ban, but
that's their answer to everything.
there's a travel
Travel
ban,
ban.
but like, there's a travel ban from Europe, but if you are a U.S. citizen, you are allowed to come in, right?
Mhm.
So, granted, with that said, if you're coming from a place that it's part of the ban, you're gonna be stopped. You're gonna be stopped. I think you were gonna be checked or asked or something, and then
Or
and,
isolated,
and
quarantined.
you were gonna have to be quarantined where, at your house? That's my question.
Well, see, that's the thing. Remember, like the first couple of weeks when this was happening, they
Yeah.
said that they were gonna send them to like these two isolation bases, and like one in California and one in New York, and then that never panned out. And then now they were like, oh well, you can self quarantine. And I also kept hearing stories about how people were voluntarily self quarantine themselves. So it was just like a whole bunch of information that nobody could get exact.
Okay. Well, that was 3 weeks ago,
Right.
right? It's 3 weeks ago, so he's fine.
Mhm.
But when he was able to get a flight out of Italy, he went from Italy to Africa, which wasn't part of the travel ban, to the U.S.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I asked him, like, so how did it go? What did they ask you? How did the you know uh, how was the whole process? And he's like, it went fine. They didn't ask me anything. I mean, they asked him stuff about, going overseas because you have to go through customs. But he's like, yeah, no, they didn't ask me anything about, like, any issues, any sickness or anything. And now we're home. So to me, that set up a red flag as to say, like, wait a minute, how many other people, like, what if there were, let's say, on his plane ride, for example, let's just say he went from Italy to Africa, to a country in Africa, to the U.S. All right. So how many people? Let's say there were 100 people in that flight, and maybe five of those people traveled with him in that flight to Africa,
Mhm.
right? And from Africa, they went to the U.S.
Mhm.
And the fact that they didn't ask him anything, how many of those other people that they didn't ask anything to? Like, they brought the infection here somehow because of this travel ban that was only set up for Europe
And China.
and China.
China.
So like,
Nothing about this was handled correctly. Nothing
no,
about this.
it wasn't handled correctly at
It
all.
wasn't
Because,
handled at all. It's not
well,
handled.
let's put things in perspective. No one thought it would reach this. No one thought it would reach this.
People thought it would get bad, but nobody could have imagined that it would reach DEFCON
Like, it
1.
was just like, yeah,
I
it'll arrive here, and there'll be maybe like 10, the maximum 100 people sick,
Yeah,
maximum.
during Ebola.
Yeah, and you'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. We were able to avoid it because we have a decent, we have a process of how to eliminate such things, or just not to eliminate it. eliminate is probably not a good word.
Not eradicated, but
Yeah.
it would have been like, it would have been contained.
Yeah, it would have been contained. That's a better word.
Yeah.
But
It didn't.
it didn't. And now it's like
We blew Italy out of the water.
we blew Italy out of the water. We're about to
We're
blow
number
China
one.
out of the water.
We're USA.
It's
We're number
it's
one.
like, what? Are you kidding me with
Good
this?
and bad, we're number one.
It's like, are you kidding me with
I
this?
don't
Like,
even want to talk
and
about
now they're like, yeah, so hopefully by May everything will be fine. No, it's not going to be fine.
I'm upset about the fact that they want us to wear the masks now. Like, they're saying, okay, well, you can wear your mask now. But then, Nacho Libre comes out and says, well, I'm not going to do it. But, if you want to do it, go right ahead. And it's like, you can't give mixed signals like that. You're not good at this. You're not good at mixed signals. Because this is the same, like, we should totally do a stay-at-home ban across the country. However, if you want to go to church, that's perfectly fine. Like, it made me want to just scream out the N-word. I'm like, I've never had the
I've never
desire.
heard you. I've never.
And-
We've been together for almost 6 years.
Over 6 years.
Okay, we've been together for almost 4 years, and how long we been together?
I don't
10
know.
years?
Mm.
Forever. Yay.
You-
But
yeah.
as far as we've been together, I've never heard you drop the N-bomb ever,
Ever, right?
ever till
Ever.
today.
Yeah.
So, like your version of N-bomb is these damn hood ninjas.
Ninjas, yeah,
And
ninjas.
then today you just went like, fuck this. And
Yeah.
it was just like the alarm went. It was like N-bomb.
Yeah, it's huge. If you know I'm saying the N-word, you know it's a problem. And
It is a problem. It's a big problem when you're dropping the N-bomb. When like I said, we've been together for so long that I've heard you curse, which
Well, you hear me curse all day.
No, it's rare. Like I curse,
Really?
I curse worse than a sailor. That even even your mom was like, why does he curse so much?
Yeah, even your mom is like, beat all day.
Yeah, even my mom is like, where does he get it?
Where
But
yeah.
But I've never heard you drop the N-bomb until today, and I was like, wow, okay, this is not good at all.
Effing Kushner, man. Effing Kushner.
Kushner is that's another.
That's another, like, another dullard.
Another idiot that.
You,
Like,
dude.
like I never liked listening to Nacho Libre or his homeboy that looks
The
like a
white bread?
weird. Yeah, he looks
He looks
like
like the 50s personified.
he looks like the mistake Mattel made. Like they were like, we have a version of a Ken doll. No, not him. Throw him back in the pile, and that was the creation, like Pence.
Okay, we'll borrow that. No, do you have something better than this?
It was like a second-hand design. Like
It was
he was the rough draft, the first rough draft of the Ken doll. Anyway, so I would like listening to this idiot today. What's his name? Kushner. Like I was like, can we get Trump back in?
Like, let's just let Trump talk.
Let's just get Trump. Can we just get Trump to just talk out of his asshole?
These-
I'd rather hear that than to listen to your stupidity.
No, it's just like you don't talk it. He doesn't talk at all. Nobody knows the sound of his voice. And then the first time that you actually say something and you're just like, wow, of like 3 years and this is what you sound like, bruh.
Well, it was like
I went N-word.
it was worse. It was worse than like when Mark Zuckerberg was doing a speech.
At least Zuckerberg contributes positively to a society in a way.
Does he?
No, but I'm just, I gotta give the man the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm just saying, like, I can't even. So where were we? Well, oh God, this quarantine. Like, have you been having fun on this quarantine?
I've been having lots of fun in this quarantine.
I know, like, other people are
Like-
probably like
like-
stressed out. They
like-
probably went through that. We didn't even touch the Netflix queue, did we?
Oh, we didn't. We did touch the Netflix
We-
queue. We just didn't get through the whole thing.
We looked at it. We were like,
Yeah,
oh, no,
that's the
no.
Netflix. That's the Netflix queue. Like, It's like, all right, let's spend 3 hours trying to find what the hell we're gonna do. Oh, there's nothing to watch. Let's just watch The Office. What was the point of that? We could have just watched The Office when we started.
Yeah, but we were saying to ourselves there has to be something non-office to watch.
No, there isn't. Even like we started watching
Tiger
the
King?
Tiger King. Everybody's talking about the Tiger King.
You know Carol did it. You know Carol
Yeah,
did it.
Carol did do it. Carol definitely.
Let's all agree. Let's all.
She did it. Period. That's all there is to it. But there was what? How many episodes were there? 4?
There's
or 5?
7 episodes.
7 episodes?
Yeah, we only watched like what, the first 3?
Are you kidding me? I
No.
thought there were 4. I thought it was like a mini doc, like
It is
like
a mini.
4
It's
episode.
a 7-part mini doc.
Holy shit! I'm
We
not
just-
gonna watch no damn 7 episodes. Are you kidding me? I watched we watched 2 episodes, right? The first 2 episodes, and then after that, I was like, "Can we watch something else?" And you were like, "Let's just watch this one." And I was like, "All right, we watched this one, and then there'll be one more left." Cool, that's it. Now you tell me there's 7 episodes. Like, what? Are you
I
fucking
told
kidding
you.
me?
I told I told you to watch this one, and this is the one with Carol.
We saw the one with Carol.
Yeah, the Carol.
Yeah, but no, that's
Carol
what I'm
kills her
saying. Like,
husband.
I'm just like, okay, I'm done after the last we saw. I'm done. I don't need to watch anymore. It's just no.
You ever notice that you like we all I think we all arrived at the fact that all 3, Carol, Joe, and Doc, they do the exact. It's the same thing. They all do the exact same thing. It's just that Carol makes it look like Carol acts like what she's doing is a favor, but it's really not. At least Joe Exotic and Doc, they profit from it, and you can tell that they genuinely do care about their animals. Meanwhile, Carol is just there like
Carol is like Ryan from The Office. the whole doc is like The Office.
Yeah, you did say that.
The whole doc, yeah. When I was like, this is like The Office, just a little more ravished. Like,
I love the fact that Joe Exotic and Doc, they know who works there, they know everybody. Meanwhile, Carol's like, oh my God, there are people that have been working here for 10 years and I don't even know their name.
They don't even know their name unless I know that they have like a golden shirt or something like that, or a red shirt, and they're like, oh my God, you've been here for so long. What's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, you're a volunteer. Meanwhile, I'm making millions of dollars.
Yeah, and you got all these volunteers.
I have all these volunteers. Look at, oh, jeez.
Oh my! Meanwhile, at least you know that. Well, the thing is that Doc kind of like he pays them what $100 a week or something.
At least he pays him. He's a millionaire, but at least he pays him.
And he also married. He also tends to make them concubines.
You know, like yeah, he pays him like $100 a week. It's shit, but at least he pays him as opposed to Carol that it just has volunteers.
Carol is such a
and it's a multi-millionaire and makes. On top of that, makes more millionaires. Makes more millions, excuse me, and doesn't pay her workers. And then on top of that, you're like watching it, and they're like, yeah, I don't understand why she claims to be so innocent when she killed her husband. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck did you just say? And now I got to see what this is all about.
And the funny part is that she's married now, and you're just like,
and yeah, when you see the husband, you're just like, run, dude.
Run. You're
Run.
yelling at the screen. Run, bruh.
You're just like, run, bitch, run.
Run, bitch, get some help. Dave Chappelle, classic Dave Chappelle.
No, I mean.
Dave hose.
Run, bitch. No, but like, you know, they're saying, yeah, like she killed her. They say like the Tiger King guy, the Joe King, Joe Tiger, whatever his name is. He's
Joe
like,
Exotic.
Oh, whatever his name is, I don't care. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, she killed her husband, and then the other guy is like, yeah, she killed her husband. He's like, how did you think she did? She did it. So she probably fed the body to the tigers, or she probably stabbed them or something and fed them to the tigers. And I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? And then they ask her, and then her expression is like, you're lying.
Oh my, she's lying.
Yeah, it's just like her answer was like legit, but her facial expressions, you're like, yeah, bitch, you're lying.
You were like this. You're a liar. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I never figured that part out of the chair.
Yeah, me neither, but I just fixed it just by hitting that lock.
There's something nice about doing a podcast in your own apartment, isn't it? Like you You get to like drink your water. You get to like sit in your chair. We're staring out a window and stuff like that.
Me, not for nothing, but that tree has been going crazy with the wind. With the wind, like it's been windy today.
Yeah, I noticed. We wouldn't know that because we've been stuck inside.
Well, I've been looking out the window for the past, I don't know, a few hours and listening to other podcasters, and then the next thing I know, it's just going berserker out there.
I'm just there. I'm just here. Like you know how I feel right now.
How?
Like this quarantine. I feel like a lot of us growing up, we've been preparing this for our whole lives because back in the day, our moms was like, no, you can't go outside. No, I don't care how nice it is. You can't go outside. You have to stay inside. And then you as a kid are just like, all right, cool, I'll stay inside. And then you find other things to do. And then now it's cool. And it's like you don't want to go out. Like I said at the start of the quarantine, I'm like, you know what? This is basically my 20s right now, except that I live in a nice apartment and I have somebody my own age to play with.
Excuse me?
No, but seriously, like, I used to be like, yo, it's not fair. All my friends are going, like, everybody I know, they go out and they party and stuff. But now I'm in the house and I'm stuck here in this house and nobody invites me out anywhere. Well, I wish there would be something. I wish there would be like a mandatory curfew to make sure that nobody could go out.
And now it's happening and now you're just like, oh, fuck.
I'm like, N-word. Like, seriously.
That's not what I wanted.
You too late to this game. I said I wanted that when I was like 23, 24, 25, back in 2008 during the crash. No, people were out having a great time. And I was like, I wish everybody would just stay home with me. And then now everybody's staying home with me. And I'm like, wait till I get a semblance of a life to do. I'm just being bitter right now.
You are being quite bitter.
Stop it.
Quite bitter.
You are my favorite. You are my favorite, like, quarantine partner.
I sure hope so.
Well, you're my only quarantine partner. I've never had to do a quarantine before, so even when I had salmonella poisoning, I never did quarantine.
Well, at least we'll have stories.
That's true. We'll have things to tell our kids.
Things to tell our kids and say, you don't know how good you had it.
I remember the pandemic of 2020.
Oh, here we go.
Grandpa, shut up. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Give me $1 already. No, actually, it'd be hyped up. No, it'd be like, give me $100 already.
Give me a Bitcoin and shut up, Dad.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the dollar does disappear with this craziness.
Like, shouldn't we have like virtual currency?
Yeah, by now it's like.
No, but
it'll be an app, like MasterCard and Visa, because now it's going like when I was like looking into some stocks, all I kept reading was like, money's dirty, plastic is dirty. Try Apple Pay or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this. And I think the following day their stock went up because of that.
They're actually saying that, like, I'm actually seeing a lot of my friends and a lot of the people that we know, they're finally getting into the stock market. Like, this is giving them reason to.
And losing money.
Yeah, but the funny part
that's
is
how I am.
Stocks were just at an all-time low. Remember when the market crashed?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when the market crashed.
Yeah, like, but you know what? Like
everybody got in on it.
Okay, but I had money in the stock market when it crashed. You're talking about 2008, right?
No, I'm talking about 2020. Like,
oh no, I'm talking about 2008 when I had money in the stock market, and it crashed.
I didn't
know
that.
And the stocks that I had didn't quite suffer that day. They suffered the following day. So I mean, I lost some money, but I was able to take them out in time. Mm-hmm. Like if I had, like, I think I had maybe $10,000 in it. Mm-hmm. So if I had not taken out the $10,000, I would have lost like maybe $8,000.
So you managed to
like I managed to save it just in time. Like I lost I don't know how much.
Right
I'm gonna say maybe I lost like $3,000, which is still a lot. But
in 2008,
in 2008, in 2008, like I lost $3,000. Like, oh god damn it, now I gotta take them. So I sold them, and then I'm like, all right, well, I got $10,000 left, so you
And then
know,
the
I wish
market
I wish
tanks.
yeah, I'm like, I wish I had those three other $1,000. And then the following day, if I would have left them in there just to make sure that they go back up, it no, it the whole thing just went. It went from, I forgot what was the stock, but it went from like, let's say if the stock was like $10,
Uh-huh.
it went down to like $5.
Ooh.
I was like, oh my
Let
god,
me
can you
pull this money
imagine?
out real quick.
Can
This
you imagine?
Oh, just so you know, we're not really financial experts, so please don't rely on us for
No,
financial
no,
advice.
do not rely on us.
We are not that.
That's the disclaimer.
Yeah, this is a
Asterisk.
disclaimer.
This
I
is
will
an
give you.
asterisk disclaimer. Go ahead, Joe.
I don't even give like good stock tips. Cause remember all the stock tips I was giving you? I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, it wasn't that. It's just that it just came out a bad point. Like, all right, so I said let's buy the Zoom stock.
Because
And the
everybody
first,
was.
but the first day, no, the first day was bad.
Mhm.
It hold on.
Well, that's because
Nice
they were.
little sneeze here. Now they're gonna think I got stuff. Anyway, but the first day that I bought it, it was okay for like an hour, and then yeah, no, that's how it was for
Stock
it was
market
good.
hour.
It was good for an hour, and then like the news broke out about the privacy settings on the Zoom,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, son of a bitch, and so
Oh God, we're such adults.
the stock started going down.
I cannot believe we're such adult. How did we get to this point that we're adults? We're talking about like, oh, let's invest in the stock market. It's a great time to do this.
Oh, you need to make some money in the meantime while everything's crashing left and right.
How's our 40? I didn't understand the 401k until you showed me our 401k, and I was like, hey, wait, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that was sucky.
I was like, yo, this Corona's annoying, yo.
Sharona.
This Sharona's annoying. It's like the Rona is annoying. Took our money. And the next thing you know, everything I know was shutting down. And the worst part is it shut down on my birthday. I was like, yo, my birthday. I had to go on Facebook Live and say my birthday's been canceled due to coronavirus. If they're shutting down Broadway, shut down my birthday. And the funny part is like our friend Doris was like, how a month before my birthday, she was like, your birthday's in a month. What are you gonna do? And I went like, she's like, your anniversary is also coming up. And I went, and I had no plans. I really didn't. I thought we could have like scrounged together like a cabin trip for a weekend. And then they were like, no, everything is starting to shut down. And then Corona hit. And then when did the World Health Organization declare a global pandemic? It was like the 11th or the 12th.
Yeah, something like
on
that.
my birthday.
It was that week. That week. That's when it's because even at work they had to have like an actual meeting, and I was like, I'm not. Man,
was it so that this couldn't be said in an email? Was it one of those?
Well, no, I mean, well, you're a conglomerate, so you're a conglomerate. So the best you can do, or the least you can do, is have a group meeting. Even though it's not the greatest idea considering how the spread happened, but
let's all physically meet together in this room.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the meeting, and that was for obvious reasons that I wasn't in the meeting because
you had work to do.
Well, I had work to do, and I knew what they were gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't care.
It could have been said in an email.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. They're gonna say we don't care about you. So if you can't make it into work, then you can't make it into work. Take a sick day. Like, oh, thanks a lot.
Remember to cough into your like a vampire cough.
Yeah, remember to cough around not too many people, and say, yeah, thanks a lot. Like,
if you feel sick, stay home.
Yeah, but I like, it's funny. It's like they have that meeting one day, and then the following day, yeah, so we're taking the rest of the 2 weeks off.
What?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, you could have said that day.
Yeah, remember I had to call you like, babe, is it okay?
Yeah, that was tough.
Because they said that MLB was postponed. I was like, oh, no, babe. Because they were shutting out well, they were saying that
They were saying the sports, some of the
all the
sports are shut off.
sports leagues, they were saying that all of the sports leagues were shut down. I was like, are we going to be okay?
Yeah.
Because it's like we like our sports, we need our sports, and it's like if they shut down, it's serious. Broadway doesn't shut down for anything, but I knew that was bad. So if Broadway shuts down, then that means like all other production shuts down.
Well, what was slightly fun? I wouldn't say it was slightly funny, but what was sad was like the March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
They just were like, no,
Canceled
we're
it
done.
altogether.
It was like, wow, that was so messed up. There were teams in there that never made it to March Madness, and then this was their chance.
And there were players there. It's their senior year, and they made
and
it.
it was
like, oh.
they were having like they were getting big publicity and everything, and then this happened, and then it's like, yeah, we're shutting it down. Like, son of a bitch, that's so fucked up.
I know. You know what I really feel bad about? Like kids that can't go to graduation. Like proms got canceled, community.
That's true.
This is
sucks.
this is a really big year. This is like this time of year is like it's so full of things. Weddings, communion, prom, all this stuff, and it's like everything's
financial hardship, especially. It's like,
people can't even have funerals. That's the part that like really that just hurts. It's like this person died. What are they doing with the bodies? That's what I'm asking. Like, are they just doing cremations?
Where are they gonna have the cremations? They still have to take them to the.
They still have to take it to the funeral parlor. Funeral parlors are getting overrun.
Doesn't the cremation take like hours? Like 6 hours or something?
I don't know. I thought it would take. I honestly thought it would just take like a few, like maybe like an hour. I don't know. I've never.
I thought you were gonna say like a few minutes. There's no way.
You gotta burn a whole body.
You gotta burn a whole body in like 2 minutes. It's like, what?
Well,
why don't you just get a bomb?
I watch a lot of cartoons. You know, when you watch a lot of cartoons, like
why don't you get Wile E. Coyote to do your job?
We live in that space right now. You know when like Wile E. Coyote is like on the like he's off the cliff and he's in
holding
midair.
the picket sign and he says help.
Yeah, and then he doesn't look down. It's when he looks down that's when he falls. That's where we're all at right now. And that's like the creepiest part. But our job here on this podcast is to make you feel better about yourself. So I guess we're gonna make it through. I can't promise you anything.
I think we'll make it through.
I think so too. Do you think?
We'll make it through. It's just
what's gonna wait for us on the other side? That's what I want to know.
I'm guessing like
unicorns,
spaghettis.
Oh my god! I don't understand this. Don't understand this. They told us all to social distance, right? So we're obeying. We're obeying it. We're obeying the social distance.
Right.
You know, people be like, "Hey, you want to hang?" No, we can't. We don't want to hang out. We got this Rona happening. People are like quick to go to church though, and I'm like, if the Catholic Church
is more important than hospitals, right?
Yeah, I guess so. No, but here's the thing. If the Catholic Church could be like, yo, we can't do... And the Catholic Church, they were having mass during World War II. Nothing was stopping it. Meanwhile, this is going on. They're like, well, we should... You know what? It's fine. We're going to put we're going to put up some webcams, and we're going to have a mass right here. Just sit in front of your computer or your phone, and there you go. We're going to have mass. Make sure you have like a bottle of wine and some bread, and you're good. It's fine. Meanwhile, other churches like, oh, we really want to because we want to be together. But then again, I'm also like, you know what? Maybe we should just thin the herd. Let Darwin do what Darwin do. Let's let Darwinism happen.
But okay, let's
but
put this.
But the problem is they bring it home.
Okay, let's take this idea.
Okay.
Let's take this idea and run with it a little bit.
What's the idea?
So let's say people do want to go to church. Why not say? Because I'm pretty sure this wouldn't be any. Maybe now would be difficult, but let's just say, okay, why don't we lock down a street and we get a permit, right? No, hear me out. Like let's say I'm a priest, and I still wanna have my mass, and I want church goers to come to the mass and everything. So why don't I just take out a permit, block the street, block that whole block, right? And have the mass outside. But making sure that we have that box that people can be there 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Kind of like what Nevada is doing with the homeless people. where they set up like sleeping boxes for them that are 6 feet apart?
I don't know anything about that, but I guess.
Okay.
So let's just say like they'll have like, hey, Joey Baloney is over there, and Becky Smith is here, 6 feet away from Joey Baloney. You know, and,
No matter what you do, everybody is 6 feet apart. No matter what.
and like that. And then the priest is like, I don't know, 10 feet apart, and then he'll do his service from a bullhorn. I don't know.
How do you do communion?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Just don't do communion.
Okay. But I'm just saying, it's
Who gives a shit about communion? There's so many sins being committed right now.
I still take communion.
Fuck that shit.
I know, you were raised Catholic.
I was raised Catholic, but I
both
understood. No, I was raised Catholic, but I understood certain things outside of that made absolutely no sense about the Catholic.
But I'm just saying,
religion.
like, why?
Or any religion.
I'm just saying, like, God, like, isn't it in the Bible that God unleashed like a whole bunch of plagues? Like he
Oh yeah, I mean there was the plague.
He unleashed a whole bunch of stuff, and then a lot of people died.
There was the Black Plague.
Yeah, but apparently people don't believe. But apparently that doesn't apply to people.
No, it only applies to idiots.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just. I find it such an affront to the point that I think that some of these preachers should be considered. They should be charged with attempted mass murder.
No. They should be charged with back taxes.
Ooh, smart. But this is a great time for us to start our church.
The Church of whatever.
The Church of whatever. But it's going to be great. Like, we have a captive audience. Everybody's starving for content.
That is true.
So, in today's sermon of the Church of whatever, what is the sermon, Angel? You're the deacon.
Services is...
Wash your fucking hands.
So wash your fucking hands. Stop giving a fuck. Understand your perspective. Understand your motives. And stay safe.
Oh, God. I think we're just going to wrap up this first episode.
And tell Corona and whoever gets in your way to get off your fucking dick.
And with that, I think we're going to end our first podcast episode. Welcome. What? You gave your sermon. It was deep. I understood it. Pray. Let the whole church say amen.
And the whole world. What's that song?
No.
Yeah, okay, no, we can't sing.
No, we can't do that. Stop that. All right, so so thank you for listening to the 505 podcast. And we'll be back with our next episode. Maybe we'll make this a daily thing. Would you like that? I don't know. Let us know.
Sure.
We're not doing anything. Well,
what are you talking about? We're crazy busy. We are so crazy busy. I just spent 10 hours sleeping. That is busy, right? That's staying busy. No, I didn't spend 10 hours busy. Are you kidding me? I wish I could sleep for 10 hours.
I can't sleep for 10. I'd love to sleep for 10 hours, but my body wakes up at 2 hours. Like, hey, what's going on up here?
No, it's
like,
slept maybe for 4 hours, and
then
we're up and about, and we're like, okay, cool. What do we do now? All right, let's cook something. All right, cool. Now let's watch The Office. Okay, cool. Now let's try to find something else to do. Cool. I mean, we stay busy. I have to admit, I have not been bored.
That's true.
I have not been dreading, I want to go back to work. I want to do this. And like I told you, like we discussed earlier, it's like, I wonder how long is it going to take people once they get back into work. I wish this coronavirus would have continued.
Day 3 at work.
Yeah, it's like
quarantine would be nice right now.
Yo, quarantine would be fucking awesome right now. Yo, I give 0 fucks about this workplace right now.
I'm gonna cough real quick. What was that?
I think that was a garbage can.
Okay, good. Like, I'm gonna cough real quick. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah.
You know what? This is gonna change a lot.
What?
How people interact.
Socially?
Socially, one socially, and like let's say for example work interviews, like job interviews, they'd probably be like, how are you gonna shake hands with the person? You're not gonna do it. Even I'm a person, I love shaking hands with people. Well, certain people. But my thing is always like, it's I'm very professional about things, and that's one of the things that people really like about me at work. But even that, and I was like, how are you gonna like
fist bump?
Fist pump, like
Fist bump.
like when I punched that white guy's elbow, because he just and that's
You had
just
that
to say,
awkward moment.
yeah, because it was that awkward moment that I was gonna do a fist pump and he took out his elbow, so I just hit his elbow, but I hit bone.
No. Jesus H. Christ. Yo, I was hugging. Like, they were saying, like, hey, stay away from me. I was still hugging people. And I was like, wait, coronavirus. But we were all like, wait, I don't know what to do because we're so used to, like, being, like, loving and stuff. And now when I'm outside and I see people back away from me and I'm like, I don't have Rona. But then you're just like, no, everybody has to do it. It's like, oh, it's painful to watch.
Yeah, it's painful to watch.
It is painful to live through, but I think we could get through it. We'll get used to it. There's a period of adjustment. I'm just wondering what that period is. Especially since we can't go outside too often, so everything becomes brand new.
Yeah.
Like, I forget how to act in public. I don't know how to act in public.
I don't know how to act in public. How did you say hi to people? Okay, you need to bring that voice down a little bit. We gotta be 6 feet away. Is it 20 now? I can't hear you. What did you say? Why?
I'm laughing so hard my throat is dry. I can't do this.
I think we hit red levels there for a minute.
Oh no, look at you peaking. You gotta fix that. You're fixing.
I'm not fixing anything. You gotta fix that. You're the audio engineer.
Yeah, but you're so good at editing. Look at all the stuff you edit.
You're the audio engineer.
Don't be putting me in this. All right, so thank you so much. That was like a weird outro too. Like, we don't know how to end a show. We don't know how.
Long outro.
We don't know how to start. We don't know how to end. But thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you on tomorrow's episode of the 505.
Or next episode of 505.
We could do this again tomorrow.
We can, sure. Why not? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
All right.
Maybe we got things to do tomorrow.
What?
Polish the floors. Clean the air ducts.
We don't have air ducts. We live in an apartment.
You have to clean the drains, and
Or you have to finally watch the last 2 seasons of The Office, the ones without.
Oh no! Anything but that. I would not watch that.
Work bus episode.
Oh, I would not watch that last season. That was terrible.
All right, well.
That last season was so bad.
Tune into the next episode of 505 where Angel will critique shows that have long since been canceled. Catch you on the next episode. Bye.
Catch you on the floppity.